Hello guys, Hyperion here, back with another showcase. Today we are taking a look at... Okay, that's friggin' awesome. Hello guys, Hyperion here, back with another video. Today we are taking a look at the Vampire Rogue set. Like all special themed sets, you collect 4 specific rare items, and if you equip all of them, your character transforms with bonus stats. As a certified Decker partner, I get to try this set out early. So early in fact that I didn't even know where this set drops from. But the devs did say I can speculate based on the theme, and this is a vampire theme. Surely half the set will drop from Manor of the Immortals, which is a vampire themed dungeon. That's probably where half the set will drop, and the other half will drop in Pirate Cave? I don't know, could it be the Undead Lair? Either way, I'll put a pinned comment once we get its drop table confirmed. First up, it's the looks, and I think you guys know that I find this really cool. I mean, you become a freaking bat. Most of the characters in this game just walk. There are some cool ones like this ninja one I got where it walks on all fours like a cat. That's actually really cool. But this one's really creative and unexpected. You transform into a bat while moving. That already makes this one of the best sets. I think this opens up for more possibilities later, like a new skin where you're a wizard, but if you move you become a dragon. Onto the items. First up we got the Soul Cursed Scythe. That's a weird sprite. It does 300 to 400 damage, which is hefty, but only has a 35% rate of fire and only 4 range. Just by looking at this gameplay, it feels a little slow. Let's see how it fares in the DPS calculator. Yikes, it's worse than a tier 12 dagger. Similar DPS but significantly less range. However, that's right, there's more to it. When you are invisible, you shoot out a powerful scythe. This is what it looks like. Okay, how cool is that? After you shoot, you swing a scythe in this arc. I mean, the sprite makes sense now. That little thing is a weak short range dagger, and when you swing it, the scythe hits right after. What's also cool is that it's not just one scythe per ability use or every 2 seconds. The scythe pops out every single shot you fire, making you shoot heaps of them when you're using your cloak. The little balls do 50 damage each, and the blade itself does 100 to 300 damage. Through a lot of testing, I found it nearly impossible to hit with the dagger, all 3 balls, and the scythe blade, but I did find a sweet spot. The dagger has 4 range. If you go about 3.5 range, you can land a dagger shot, a ball, and the scythe. This is probably how you'd want to use the dagger. Calculating this is a little tricky, so let's just say you hit only with the scythe blade and the dagger, which is even easy to pull off by the way. The scythe blade gives an additional 800 DPS. That'll make this dagger's overall DPS shoot right up, even more than the Aetheryte dagger, and that's not even including the little balls that may land here and there. So in terms of dealing damage, this dagger is cool, but only when you're cloaked. Then again, with a fair pet you'll probably be invisible most of the time. There are a couple more features that come along with the scythe. One is that it pierces, a pretty nifty thing to help take out multiple mobs. The scythe blade also has 5.5 range and it comes a little after your dagger shot, meaning it'll help you hit enemies if you miss. Overall, this dagger is pretty bad on its own, but when you have access to invisibility, which is what the rogue does, it's great. It's aesthetic and it's a lot of fun. There are items that give invisibility for other classes, but they are far too inconsistent to even consider using this dagger with. So I'd say this dagger is strictly for rogue only, and this is the first time that I've seen a weapon be so specific for a class. Next up we have the Vampiric Cape. This cloak gives invisibility for 4 seconds with a 5.5 second cooldown, but has an enormous mana cost of 120. This looks terrible, but off with the cover, and we see it has a bonus ability. When used with the Soul Cursed Scythe, you get an additional 10 dexterity. So this cloak is pretty much useless on its own, but shines with the dagger. You have to use this dagger with this cloak to unlock its full potential. With the 2-piece bonus that's 5 more dexterity, so that's 15 dexterity overall. Very solid DPS, but very specific too. Onto the leather, we have the Hallowed Hide. This cloak gives 15 defense and 5 attack. Nothing great, but like the other ST pieces, this also has a bonus ability, which is giving the player healing for 5 seconds when hit below half health. This only works if you wear the ring of the set, which I'll get to after. I know this healing ability may seem weak to some of you, but remember, there's a very high chance in a future update that most sources of healing, even from your pet, will be significantly reduced. So this could come in handy. It's not written on the card, but this perk has a 10-second cooldown. For the final piece of the set, we have Ruthven's Rosary. 80 HP, 5 Wisdom, and 5 Vitality. Like all the other ST rings, it's nothing great. It's just a filler for the full set bonus, and this ring is also needed to get the bonus healing ability off the leather. So overall, these items are not the greatest. I mean, they are pretty bad on their own, but shine when put together. I recommend just putting the full set on instead of using certain parts on their own with other items. The only standalone item here will be the dagger, which you can use on rogue with other cloaks, as the scythes will still spawn. The synergies or set combos here are obvious. Use the cloak with the dagger to get a large dexterity boost and spawn scythes. Use the armor with the ring and you get a healing perk. How good is the full set? When you equip all 4 items you get a solid 860 health, 302 mana, 55 attack, a nice 45 defense, 80 speed, a humongous 100 dexterity, and a nice 80 vitality and 55 wisdom. Overall the stats are balanced with a huge boost on dexterity and vitality. The dagger shoots really slowly, but with 100 dexterity and a bonus 10 more from the cloak, it's not really that slow. The 80 vitality is going to be pretty appealing once the new in and out of combat mechanic is implemented where vitality becomes a very important stat. If you're out of the loop, check out BigMan12's video and I'll post the planned patch notes in the description. This is a pretty nice set. I mean, personally, this is an awesome set. The damage potential is nice, but it's the aesthetics that make it a winner for me. Becoming a bat when moving and summoning scythes? Damn! Before we end this video, I recommend checking out the other ST set game released with this, and that's the Treasure Hunter Archer. This video is by Sebtruth. Anyways, thank you for watching guys.